let's take a look at a series of fountain pens, the Montblanc Meisterstück. Vamos a investigar una serie de Pluma Fuentes de Montblanc, obra del maestro, the Meisterstück. Ja, lassen Sie uns die wohl wichtigste oder eine der wichtigsten Füllhalter-Serien betrachten, das Montblanc Meisterstück. Here we have the model of the 30s and 40s. As you can see, the typical tie clip, this band, and the extra long final. This is typical of the style of the 30s, 40s. The next end, a very nice section, and where's my magnifying glass? A very nice gold nib, and let's see, this one doesn't have this doesn't have the blind cap. You fill it with this button. Dieser hat jetzt schon keine Blindkappe mehr. I don't have inked up all of my pens, so let me just dip them. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, it opens a little bit difficult. Just let me dip them in ink. Okay. This I did another video on this fountain pen. This has a fantastic flexible nib. This is the 134. The next step in the evolution, der nächste Schritt in der Evolution der Montblanc Füllfederhalter ist dieses Modell. Eso es el próximo trazo en la evolución de los Plumas Meisterstück de Montblanc. Dies ist das Modell von 1949. Damals begann diese Ära. Hier sehen wir, es ist noch aus Celluloid. Este es hecho de Celluloid. Puedes ver este Descoloración. Man kann die leichte, typische Verfärbung, die häufig bei Celluloid stattfindet, sehen. Jetzt haben wir schon die typische Kappenform, wenn wir das hier vergleichen. If you compare it to this cap, and let's try the one more moment. This one too has a quite flexible, not as flexible as the other one, and this is the model 144. This este modelo cambia y este modelo yo tengo por muchos años. Cuando yo tenía 12 años, este fue un regalo de mi abuelo de la parte de mi madre. Das ist also ein Geschenk meines Großvaters gewesen. Als er in Ruhestand ging, hat er mir den geschenkt, als ich 12 Jahre alt war. Insofern begleiten mich diese Füllfederhalter schon lange. Und kurioserweise, mein anderer Großvater besaß diesen Füllhalter. Dieser heißt ebenfalls 144, aber ist eine neuere Ausführung. Esto es también un modelo 144 como este, pero es una versión más nueva. Este también es de un abuelo de mí, en este caso de la parte de mi padre. Mis dos abuelos han usado estos Meisterstücks y han comprado estos y no sabían en este tiempo del otro. Ok, en este modelo han cambiado la tapa un poco. Bei diesem Modell wurde die Kappe etwas verändert. The 3 rings stay the same, but the end of the cap got changed a little bit, and the overall form of the fountain pen. It got a little bit longer, as you can see, and it doesn't have this kind of a pronounced section. This one is more streamlined. Let's try it. It's another one. It too has a quite flexible nib, and this is the modern version of the 144. This is the, if you line them up, oh, this is the wrong cap, this one goes here. Now we got a kind of a evolution. We start, this is not the original masterpiece in the 20s, it had another form. This is from the 30s, this is the late 40s and 50s. This model is from 1960, and this one was produced only for a short time. It got replaced by this model. Actually, they made 2 models. This is the number 12. Here we got another number 12. This is a little bit, as you can see, this is a little bit larger. This is the number 14. Eso es el número 12, esos dos. Este es el modelo 14. Eso es una especialidad de Montblanc in the 40s. No, in the 50s they came up with the wing nib. This is a Montblanc pen with a wing nib. Let's see that. Oh, it's a little bit dirty. Let's clean that. Let's clean that a little bit. So you can see this is the original Montblanc. What happened now? This is the original wing nib on a Montblanc fountain pen. This is not a masterpiece, and as you can see, the wing nib is not very beautiful, so they used more or less the same nib in this pen, but it got covered. let's examine the number 14 a little bit. This is one of the few fountain pens of Montblanc you can take apart easily. Let's see. I hope it is not inked up. Ich hoffe, er ist nicht befüllt. Sie sehen, man kann den sehr leicht auseinandernehmen. Wir kommen dann hier er besteht aus, as you can see, these little rings, and you can push out. By now I did push out the nib, and you can see it's got pretty dirt, got really dirty. Es, como tú puedes ver, mucha tinta ha acumulado aquí. Esa es la pluma de un Modello 14. Dies ist die Feder des Meisterstücks Nummer 14, und wir müssten jetzt hier erkennen können, dass wir hier 18 Karat, it's a 18 karat gold nib. This is the section part of the number 12 and 14. Let's start to clean that. As you have seen, this needed some cleaning. Let's put this apart. Lassen wir uns das ein bisschen beiseite legen und betrachten wir einen anderen. Oh, der ist auch ziemlich. Genau, die sind alle ziemlich verdreckt. All of them are pretty dirty. Oh, this one looks a little bit cleaner. Dieser sieht ein bisschen, genau, den habe ich, so sieht es also aus, wenn der Stift, wenn der Füller gereinigt ist. Hier die Einzelteile, hier der Tintentank, und in diesem Fall lässt sich die Feder hier leicht herausnehmen, und wir gucken uns die Feder an. Vamos a ver. Esta es una pluma de 18 Karat. Dies ist also die 18 Karat Feder. Es gab noch ein ähnliches Modell. Este es el modelo 22. La única diferencia es que este tiene una pluma de 14. This one got a 14 karat nib, and the other one got an 18 karat nib. You can see, for cleaning. Oh, this one is a little bit dirty too. This is from time to time you have to clean this, because under the hood accumulates a lot of ink. This is the number 40. No, this is the 22. Das ist das Modell 22. Hier sehen wir also das Modell 12 und Meisterstück 12 und Meisterstück 14. Der Unterschied ist, dieser Teil hier bei dem Nummer 22 ist blau, während er bei diesem hier in braun gehalten ist. Dieser Füllhalter hat praktisch die gleiche Form. It has the same, it's quite similar to this model. This is the one from 1960. As you can see, this is more or less the same size as you can see, the cap of one fits onto one another. These are, let's take this over here so we don't mix up the parts. This goes back again here, then you put on this little ring, and the nib goes back into the section, and you just screw this on again. This is very practical, this model. This, as you can see, now we got a little bit of an evolution. This is the masterpiece from the 30s. This is the masterpiece from the 50s. We come to this model. This is a very short-lived model. It was produced only for 1 year. Was followed by this model. We got the 12 and 14 over here. And after 10 years or so, Montblanc returned to its original design. As you can see, este es el modelo de los años 30, del año 49, del año 60, todo más o menos. Este es del 61 y después Montblanc continuaba con este diseño que hoy día toda la gente piensa es el típico Montblanc masterpiece, obra del maestro. No hemos escrito con estos plumas una wing nib, die Flügelfeder, schreibt sich wirklich sehr schön. In diesem Fall eine extra. This one is a fine nib, but it has a little bit of flexibility. And we take a look at one of these pens. Let's see. This is this is the number 4. No, this is a number 12 with the medium nib, which writes very smooth. These are probably the smoothest writers. We take another wing nib. This is a little bit dirty, but let's try it. Yeah, this is a fine nib. Let's clean that. This is a version of the model 12. No, this one. Let's compare. No, this was the. This you can see it's only a little bit different in size. This is the number 14. This is the number 12. We tried this. Let's try another one. This is. No, it's not inked up. This is another fine nib. It's a shame that they discontinued these pens. They are perfectly balanced. They have no threads to bother you when writing. The form of the pen is perfect. The length of the pen, uncapped, this is a smaller one, is perfect. This one is even better. As you can see, this in diameter is a little bit larger. These are perfect. These are perfect pens, but they were discontinued something around, I don't know the exactly time, but more or less in the 1970s, Montblanc returned to its original design. And as you have seen, these pens are easily serviceable. Let's put this one back together again. Just slip the nib back into place. Put the different rings in this way back onto the body of the pen and screw the section back on the pen. I messed this up a little bit. Nun lassen wir uns nochmal hier eine kleine Schriftprobe mitmachen. Ein bisschen, a little bit of ink. This is typical for these pens. These are the smoothest writers for everyday writing. This is the perfect pen. Once again, one of the 12s, another number 12. This is more or less a medium nib. Where do we get? Okay, another one. Let's see if it's here. Another fine nib, very flexible, but this pen doesn't spread. If you put pressure on a wing nib, it doesn't spread. This is the difference between a normal nib and a wing nib. This one doesn't spread, it just is flexible. Let's see if you have another pen. I did have 4 of these. Okay, again, this is the number 14. Very smooth writer. The nib is flexible, but it doesn't spread. Yeah, it's a shame that they don't make these pens anymore. Oh, here, this is another one. This is the 22. It more or less writes the same. It's the same kind of wing nib. You don't see or feel any difference in a 18 Karat or 14 Karat nib. Das ist der Nummer 22. Also beim Schreiben merkt man keinen großen Unterschied zwischen den beiden Modellen, ob mit 14 oder 18 Karat. So, jetzt zum Schluss Pola Parade Final 1930s. '50s, my grandfather's pen, another grandfather's pen, otro, und das Modell 14. So haben wir eine kleine geschichtliche Abhandlung dieses wohl eines der wichtigsten Schreibgeräte unserer Zeit.